Welcome, warriors. In the quietest corners of your mind, he waits. He doesn't shout like the ego general. He doesn't command or accuse. He whispers. And that's what makes him more dangerous. His name is the Dreamweaver, and he wears your voice like a mask. You've heard him before. He tells you stories of glory, success, and someday. He doesn't ask you to fight. He asks you to imagine. Because dreams feel good. They hurt nothing. They threaten no one. But the longer you stay with him, the more real he becomes. Until fantasy feels like purpose. Until thinking replaces doing. Until your war cry becomes a lullaby. The Dreamweaver thrives not on fear, but on fantasy. He doesn't bind you with chains. He binds you with visions. Visions of who you could be one day, once everything is perfect. He says, don't rush. Wait until you're ready. Visualize it first. The path will open when the time is right. Another book, another course, another hour of inspiration. He wraps you in soft silk. Motivational reels, podcasts, plans. He makes you feel productive for simply thinking. He builds a perfect world that always begins tomorrow. And he calls that progress. But progress without action is illusion. And illusions don't build legacies. There was once a warrior who believed he was destined for greatness. Every morning he lit incense in his inner temple and whispered, soon. He memorized the map, designed the perfect armor, imagined the perfect sword. But he never left the gates. Because in his heart, he felt that the journey had already begun, when in truth, he had never taken a single step. Years passed. His shrine remained untouched. His dream, perfect, beautiful, was still there, waiting. But so was the dust. The Dreamweaver had won. Not through force, but through fantasy. The Dreamweaver isn't cruel. He is comfort. He is potential. He is illusion. He is the voice that says, you're meant for more. And then whispers, but not today. He's not your enemy in battle. He is your lullaby before it. So how do you fight him? Not with vision boards, not with new declarations, but with motion, with movement, with the mess of action. Start before you feel ready. Move before you feel brave. Even one awkward, unfinished action rips a hole in his web. Even one uncomfortable truth spoken out loud begins the unraveling. And the more you act, the weaker he becomes. Because the Dreamweaver cannot survive in the present moment. He can only live in what-ifs and maybes. So today, warriors, this is your trial. Catch the moment when you're tempted to wait. Catch the thought that says, just a little more preparation. Catch the excuse that sounds like wisdom. Then strike. Start the task. Write the message. Burn the old plan and walk. Because a life rehearsed is still unlived. And no shrine of someday will protect you from the truth of today. Comment below. The Dreamweaver whispered egg. I took action instead. And tomorrow we march again. New enemy. New illusion. New battle. But today you move. Not because it's perfect, but because you are done dreaming. Now you act.